Hello, my name is Paul Firth. I'm a pediatric anesthesiologist at the Massachusetts General Hospital. I'm involved in global health and in distance education. Distance education is something which is very pertinent right now. Many of us have our children home from school or from college due to the coronavirus epidemic. Distance education can be defined as education delivered at a remote distance from the educator. This, of course, has a number of advantages. More specifically, it decreases the risk of infection from other students or from teachers in close contact. However, that same advantage, the distance from other students and educators, also poses certain problems. In particular, it's difficult to remain focused on the educational material. However, there's some simple techniques which can help overcome these disadvantages of being at a distance from the educator. There are a number of small but very effective techniques which can help overcome distraction during distance education. Firstly, don't take the entire content in one go. Break it down into smaller, more manageable sections. Secondarily, when breaking it down into sections, break it at more structured or sensible points or natural breaks in the material. And thirdly, at the point of those breaks, promote interaction with the student. So, for example, if you were given a lecture, you wouldn't give an entire lecture in one go. You would take breaks in the lecture to ask questions and answers for the student. So let's take an example. If you were giving a lecture online, would you A, give a long lecture with no interaction with the audience? B, would you give a long lecture with no interaction with the audience, but with opportunities for questions at the end? Or C, would you break your lecture into smaller, more manageable parts with opportunities for questions and answers during the lecture? Yes, of course, the most sensible way of doing this would be answer C, given the opportunity for interaction with the audience at structured points in the thing. Now, this is basically a typical way of giving lectures effectively in person, but this way of delivering in person or studying in person becomes a lot more important when it's done online at a distance. So if you're encouraging your student to read online, perhaps sit with them, go through part of the material, and then stop during reading part of the material online to ask them questions or interact with them and help them engage directly and in person with the material online. So these are small techniques which can be done, breaking down and interacting with the audience at set points, which can help overcome the difficulties and barriers of distance education. Well, good luck with the education and stay safe.